Oh, no, I already know how this one works. One of the mages got all the recessive genes, right? And he's real mad about it. Okay, I lied. That one's actually my favorite map scene. When Marth just appears and he's like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be in this building. Up, okay, back in I go. I don't feel we use the word pontifices enough. It's a real good word. Really need those plural pontifexes. No, not the pontifices, no! This is exactly the opposite of what I wanted to happen. Oh, don't leave the city in charge of the anime rival. Now I see where everything went wrong. This, of course, is the magic check. And hey, I mean, like, Iris doesn't use magic, but have you seen her weird growths? She's been getting a lot of magic points for some reason. That, of course, will go differently on the other playthrough, I'm sure. And, alright, sure, whatever, caster. I couldn't tell you. Oh, there she is. Don't worry, Marth. She's right here. No, don't pick up the laundry pole. Why do people keep doing that? Well, at least he got strength and skill. That wasn't stealing the laundry pole again. Ah, and this one. I mean, what did Ogma do to save you, Seda? You were kinda just flying around the desert, killing the hell out of some thieves. You were in no danger at any point. I really don't care for the fact that you just believe in yourself, won't rely on others. Even if you do get this power to wipe out the Havoc and Anarchy, I don't like you risking yourself like that. It's a bad habit. Oh yes, Wendell, sure. Yeah, Iris and Merrick talked all the time, yeah. Well, about that. There was an entire chapter in which my best friend betrayed me, and now I'm real sad about it. Huh, weird. I feel like this is leading somewhere. Like two people who should be friends will be fighting, and then Wendell's gonna need to talk to them. And also, could we stop saying that's how I feel? That phrase comes up way too much in this game, and it's honestly kind of annoying. I think the writers were going for a thing, but like, I don't know. It gets kinda grating after a while. That's how I feel. Alright, so that's our talk with Wendell. We, of course, have to do the recap. Yeah, bit of a shame our safest allies live all the way in the desert and really can't come to our aid all that easily. And that we also don't apparently talk that frequently if we don't even know what's going on here. I don't know, maybe we should pen each other a bit more, you know? Really talk it out. Alright, so we got a couple of swarm users. We've got a whole lot of mages and some mercenaries. The mages shouldn't be a surprise at least. And on the throne we've got Elre. He's got Ares. So, let's get this started then. No, Elre has surpassed teen anime rival. He's reached anime rival critical mass. If he becomes any more rivalish, he may explode. They're fair nation, ruled by a literal actual demon. I would never go against Thoron. A ghost told me not to, and I believe that evil ghost. My book's better than your book. Alright, so, first thing we want to do, of course, is, well, I guess past me decided to mark the mages off real quick. And, of course, we want to get Merrick the hell out of there, because he does start with pure water and all, but, like, if you keep him there, either Merrick will die, or Elre will, and neither's a good result. You want to avoid both of those. That being said, though, provided you haven't already used up the rescue staff, you should be able to get him out fairly quickly. The difference between this chapter and the lunatic version of this chapter is that there are 2 more mages near the center, and a sniper. So, yeah, if you don't rescue Merrick and Lunatic, he will probably die. That being said, though, like I said, it's easy enough to save him, and once you do, there are no conversations with him, unfortunately. You can't have Wendell talk to him. Would be nice. You can't talk to him as far as I know. Though, to be fair, I don't think I tried, so, I don't know, maybe he has a conversation. Either way, though, at this point, this chapter's actually really easy. Provided you actually fulfill the other guidance requirement, you can just take this one really slowly. This is just a good chapter for turtling against mages, which, of course, can be tricky, you know. Mages do a lot of damage because nobody's got resistance, but that being said, even still, unless you don't have a healer, you should be able to clear this without too much issue. Again, provided you take it slowly. The enemies won't really rush at you until you get into their range. That being said, though, the guidance requirements for this chapter aren't immediately obvious, and you might accidentally bar yourself from going to the next guidance chapter, because the time requirement for this one is 15 turns, which is a little tight, especially with all the chests located on the map. You might want to bring both of your thieves, or, like, I don't know, rescue one of your thieves, because otherwise Martha's going to have to go to the chests at the center there. That being said, though, it doesn't matter too much. The guide requirement itself is actually pretty easy, provided you know what it is. You have to make sure you don't kill... I don't think it's any of the clerics. Apparently, as long as 3 or more of them survive, you will actually progress to the guidance chapter. But yeah, nobody tells you not to kill the clerics, and I think most people will just kill them automatically, because usually they're easy experience, so you do want to kill them. They're not much experience, but, you know, you can have a low-level unit do the work, and they'll get a little bit of experience off of it for no real issue. And, yeah, that's what most people do half the time. That being said, though, the clerics will, of course, attempt to heal any enemy units that they can approach. It's not like they're completely against healing the enemy, you know. They're still here and they're still healing. They're just technically captured, I think, even though nobody actually tells you that. Though, if they bar the way, like they can actually get in your way and like block passages like the one to the right there, if they do that, just wait a turn, they will actually move out of the way, so you don't have to kill them because, you know, like they approach an enemy, but then you kill the enemy. It's not like they're just gonna sit around there, which is nice. I'm glad the AI is smart enough not to completely screw you out of that, and yeah, right there, the clerics were really booking it. Both of them really wanted to heal that mage. They're like, okay, that guy's our hope. We're gonna heal the hell out of that guy, and he's gonna win the day and win our freedom. Nah, I killed him. Wasn't that hard. Oh, and while I'm at it, if I remember correctly, I actually forgot to mention the guidance requirements for Chapter 6X, so real quick, 20 turns in normal mode to get the time requirements, or just, you know, make sure to recruit Rickard and keep him alive. So yeah, provided you did those things, you'll get Chapter 6X, which it's easy to get to, not to clear. Oh boy, do I not like playing Chapter 6X. Anyway though, yeah, that one's fairly easy, but I should mention it. So if you're playing along at home, you know, you probably got it yourself, but I figured I should mention it. But yeah, we're actually pretty much done with this chapter. Make sure to bring Wendell in, because he's the only person who can recruit Elre, because he's sure not gonna listen to Merrick, because Elre's kinda having a hissy fit, because Garneth told him to. But, yeah, now I'm kind of at a loss for what to say, because, like I said, this is an easy chapter, and we're basically done with it, and now the clerics are running away, because they ain't fucking with this. But until we actually speak with Elre, we're not really gonna have anything to do. Thankfully, though, I moved into position pretty quickly, and I'm sure even with a powerful spell like Thoron, pretty sure Sada's gonna survive this. You can tell it's a powerful spell because I used 2 exclamation marks! Take this! I like how she had to move in exactly into place. Like, alright, I gotta make sure I have the right formation, otherwise I fucked up completely. I mean, to be fair, Wendell, your stats do kinda suck. I think most mages are better than you. Compassion? I don't even know the meaning of the word. Ooh, dang. I like how he says Lord Godo saw Garneth's weakness, but apparently not the murder weakness. Also, I could have sworn that Garneth had stolen I'm Hulu and not created it himself, but whatever. I believe Wendell. Wow, really? Huh. You know, usually talking to people doesn't just, like, work if they're being teens about things, but... Wow, okay. Well, Elre's a good guy now, but unfortunately he's really not that good. None of his stats are really notably better than Merrick's or Linday's. In fact, he's actually got the same growth rate for magic as Merrick does, but he starts only 1 point higher in magic than Merrick does. And he is at level 10, so unless you've been getting really unlucky with those magic growth rates, which, to be fair, has happened to me in this playthrough with Linday, chances are you're probably going to get a mage who has better magic than Elre overall, and unfortunately his base skill is actually really bad, meaning it's less that Elre has good skill and more so he just has the ability to play catch-up with his already bad skill. At least his speed's decent, and his skill growth rate isn't horrendous. I mean, if his skill's below 50%, it starts to get a bit iffy, but it's only 5% below 50, so I don't know, maybe you'll get an Elre that's not horribly slow. Then again, you might. The look on your face will be priceless when you find that 40-pound watermelon in your colon. Trade toothbrushes with an albino dwarf, then give a hickey to Meryl Streep. Alright, wow, we actually solved that situation, and now the only thing we have to do is, I guess, heal up, have Marth take those chests, and also get Julian to his other chest as well. And, in the time being, I guess we'll just have... Jesus! Wow, Rise, that was a good level. We'll just, have everybody get into a neat little formation while we wait. But seriously, though, can't believe that talking to somebody actually worked. Wendell just calmly explained why being a complete dick wasn't going to help Elre, and Elre actually listened. Man, and here I thought he was gonna be a teen to the end. You might think I didn't need to move Julian into place, but actually I did. Why? I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, we rescued the clerics. Thanks for telling me that I needed to rescue the clerics, nobody. Oh yeah, you also get an item. Ooh, the silver card! That cuts the cost of items in half, so whenever you're shopping, make sure somebody is carrying that. Especially if you wind up in a secret shop. No, I just painted myself blue. Of course I'm talking through magic, you twits! Oh, what a coincidence. We just heard about the Dark Sphere, and that's a thing that Garneth had, and now apparently Hardin has it. That's great. Oh, you know, he just picked it up from a vendor and whoops, I'm evil now. So why the envy? What's up with that? That's extremely whack, Godo. Explain. Or hacking. You could also do that. Yeah, come get the light sphere from me, motherfucker. Okay, listen, there's a small chance we might be able to save Hardin, but, like, make a really long journey to find me real quick. This is gonna be several chapters long. I mean, I hope Hardin's okay, but, like, come on, I'm not leaving my house. You've gotta come to me. This is a power play, Marth. I'm an ancient sage. I need to pretend I'm better than somebody else. Yeah, they've been going pretty well, right? Right? Hooray! I think that might also be another... Yeah, that's another death check, I think. Or maybe it's a support one. I don't know. It is strangely worded, but I don't think I've ever gotten anything but exemplary, and I never let anybody die, so who knows? Hey, what do you know? It's Maris, and hopefully only Maris. Right? No dice? Come on, no dice. We're already paying gold for 2 other mercenaries, but at least Maris skipped straight to the point and... Oh, alright. Maris, please. I really hope somebody teaches Maris the value of money, and oh god, Dice is here, why? Dice, you're the worst dad. It hasn't hit me until recently, but actually you're the worst, and I hate you. Alright, we'll talk about these two. So unfortunately, Maris isn't a mercenary like she was in the BS chapters, well, the original ones anyway. She is a Myrmidon, which kinda sucks, A, because we already have a lot of Myrmidons, and B, I mean, she just makes more sense as a mercenary, but for some reason they gender-locked that class, which is dumb. Anyway, though, Maris has some really good base stats, but her growth rates leave a little bit to be desired. She is basically a typical Myrmidon, though. To be fair, she actually gets skill, speed, and luck, whereas most of the other Myrmidons get some sort of combination of 2 of those 3 stats. Her strength isn't terrible either. It could use to be a little higher, either base strength or growth rates, but it's not horrendous, so unless you get really unlucky, she should be able to do damage. Maris's worst aspect, though, is her horrendous defense. Now, 10 base is really good, but 5% growth rate means it's almost never going to get higher. It's really unlikely that it will. And while she does have a 10% resistance growth rate, which is really good, that's still very low, and she still starts with 0, so she still doesn't have that much resistance, and unless you get lucky, she will continue not having good resistance. I mean, like, could we at least have taken that useless 5% magic and given that to defense? Like, 10% defense wouldn't be much better, but like, why does she have that 5% magic growth rate? What does she need it for? You're not going to reclass her. If I was going to reclass Maris, it wouldn't be to a mage. So, Dice's whole thing is that he's a gambler. Therefore, he pretty much always starts with a devil axe, so the implied gimmick is that you risk life and limb by using dice, and having him just chop away at enemies with an axe that could very well be the death of him. If you don't want to play by that gimmick, well, he's not a terribly interesting fighter. He's got high HP and strength, which is what you'd expect, and the rest of his stats are all just kinda standard. And none of the Axe Trio are, like, terrible. As far as I know, Board, Cord, and Barst are not dads in the first place, and even if they were dads, they'd probably be better dads than Dice. Dice is just the worst. Alright, I probably talked about them there. But we also, of course, have the Gaiden chapter, which of course means another appearance of those assassins. Lord Horus, I know that guy! Yeah, that was one of the better scenes of the game. Not that particular part of it, that was kind of boring, but the rest of it was okay.